Hi, my name is Julie Chandler. I just graduated from San Francisco State University and received my Bachelor of Arts degree with a major in psychology and a minor in counseling on August 10, 2018. Currently, I work as a relief counselor at Edgewood Center for Children and Families. Edgewood is a residential facility for adolescents who are either stepping down from a hospital setting or trying to avoid hospitalization due to harm to self or harm to others. I'm also the manager of the Time Lab, a psychology research lab at San Francisco State University coordinated by Dr. Zena Mello. I would like to talk to you about several experiences that have confirmed my desire to become a marriage and family therapist. As a research assistant, I had the opportunity to collect data from two diverse public high schools. The first school at which I collected data had an incredible amount of resources. They had things such as a swimming pool, a ceramics room, and incredible mental health resources. There were even posters around the school urging their students to seek mental health services if needed. However, the second school had very limited resources compared to the first school. The student body was much larger than the first school, and they had fewer teachers and staff. I also noticed that they had very limited mental health resources. For example, where the mental health office in the first school have been was a sheriff's office in the second school. Furthermore, the school only had a handful of counselors for an incredibly large student body. This highlighted to me the challenges that minority students face in receiving mental health resources. It is already challenging for members of low SES and minority communities to access mental health resources. Additionally, the stigma of seeking out mental health resources prevents people from finding the resources in their communities to help treat their mental health problems. Because of these challenges, schools should be an ideal place for youth to receive these resources, given that kids spend the majority of their time in a school setting. However, in schools with limited resources like the second school, it can be even harder for these individuals to have access to mental health resources. I also mentioned before that I'm a relief counselor at a facility called Edgewood Center for Children and Families. Through my work there, I also noticed that if many of these youth had mental health resources that were easier to access earlier in life, they would not have progressed to the point of needing to be in such an intensive residential program. Thus, I aspire to become a marriage and family therapist in hopes of bettering the human condition for minority youth and their families, and for children and adolescents who have experienced trauma. Another reason I am passionate about becoming a mental health professional is because I have seen the value of early intervention. Over the summer, I had the pleasure of being selected for a competitive international social and emotional learning teaching program. I got to be a social and emotional learning teacher in Chengdu, China. Through this program, I was able to develop my own social and emotional learning curriculum and teach it to Chinese preschool to primary school age children. My curriculum focused on emotion recognition and ways to help mitigate negative emotions. At the beginning of the program, many of the students were experiencing negative interactions with their peers, teachers, and families. They had a lot of trouble accepting negative feedback, losing at games, or just not being number one. They also had trouble recognizing their own and others' emotions. I first noticed that the kids were internalizing our curriculum when at the end of the first week, two preschool girls ran up to me and acted out the emotions that we had gone over that week. They pointed at their smiles and said, "Happy," as we had practiced in class. One student then pretended to cry and said, "Sad," and the other student gestured to see if they wanted a hug. It was incredible to me that they had already picked up my curriculum in only the first week. By the end of the program, students were starting to display positive emotion behaviors, such as asking their peers or their teachers for help when experiencing strong negative emotions and providing support to their peers. This experience highlighted the importance of early intervention and what a difference it can make in setting the foundation for social and emotional growth. This experience has also inspired me to become a marriage and family therapist so that I may provide early interventions to children who are experiencing symptoms of mental health issues early in life, so that they may be better equipped to handle the problems they may encounter later in life. I hope to gain from San Diego State University's MFT program ways to make mental health knowledge and resources more accessible to minorities, and to learn how to implement therapeutic interventions that are effective across different cultures. Although I have a lot to learn, my contribution to working with others to provide them with helpful mental health services would be by bringing in my experiences from working at Edgewood. While at Edgewood, I worked with a team of doctors, therapists, and other mental health professionals to discuss and implement treatment plans for our clients and led skill building and therapeutic activities. I also taught clients how to discover and use different coping skills to help mitigate the symptoms of the mental health problems they were experiencing. Through working at Edgewood, I have gained many skills that I would be able to use to contribute to providing helpful mental health services. By attending San Diego State University's MFT program, I hope to continue to learn and build on the skills I have developed through working at Edgewood and through my undergraduate training to become a marriage and family therapist. Thank you.